This is the story of Cleopatra, the queen who ruled empires not just with beauty but with brilliance. The year was 51 BCE, and the Nile flowed like liquid gold through the heart of Egypt. In the royal palace of Alexandria, a young woman took the throne of one of the greatest kingdoms the ancient world had ever known. Her name was Cleopatra VII Philopator, last Pharaoh of Egypt and last light of a dying empire. She was only 18 years old when she became queen, but even then she was no ordinary ruler. Fluent in multiple languages, including Egyptian, Greek, and Hebrew, she was a scholar, a strategist, and a master of persuasion. Cleopatra understood something few rulers ever did. Power was not just about armies, it was about influence. Her Egypt was under threat. The Roman Empire had grown vast, swallowing nations like a storm. Her own throne was unstable, shared with her younger brother Ptolemy III, who sought to control her. When civil war erupted in Egypt, Cleopatra was driven from the palace, but she would not be defeated. In 48 BCE, as the Roman general Julius Caesar arrived in Alexandria, she made her move. Denied entry to the palace, Cleopatra devised one of history's most famous acts of cunning. She had herself rolled inside a carpet and smuggled into Caesar's quarters. When the carpet was unfurled, out stepped a queen, radiant, confident, and utterly fearless. In that single moment, she changed her fate and Egypt's. Caesar was captivated, not just by her beauty, but by her intellect. He restored her to the throne. Together, they formed an alliance, political, personal, and historic. From their union came a son, Caesarion, meaning Little Caesar. But when Caesar was assassinated in 44 BCE, the fragile balance of power shattered. Cleopatra turned her gaze to another Roman, Mark Antony, Caesar's loyal general and one of the three men who now ruled Rome. When they met in Tarsus, she arrived not as a supplicant but as a goddess. Sailing up the river in a golden barge, dressed as Isis, the Egyptian goddess of love and life. Antony was entranced. Their alliance, like her first, was both romantic and strategic. Together they sought to restore Egypt's power and challenge Rome's domination. But in 31 BCE, their combined forces met Octavian's Roman legions at the Battle of Actium and were defeated. Their dreams of empire turned to ashes. As Octavian's army closed in on Alexandria, Antony fell on his sword, dying in Cleopatra's arms. Refusing to be paraded through Rome as a captive, Cleopatra chose her own ending. On August 12, 30 BCE, the Queen of Egypt, dressed in royal silk and gold, took her final breath. Legend says by the bite of an asp, a sacred Egyptian cobra. With her death, the line of pharaohs ended. Egypt became a Roman province. But Cleopatra herself became immortal, not as a symbol of vanity, but of intelligence, courage, and power in a world ruled by men. She once said, "I will not be triumphed over." And true to her word, she never was. Moral of the story: charm fades, but wisdom endures. True power lies not in appearance, but in knowing how to turn every weakness into a weapon. Every legend carries a lesson. Stay with the Story Vault for more.